Our top story tonight, the director of the Blue Plum Festival pleaded not guilty today in court for forging $50,000 worth of the organization's checks. Johnson City Police arrested Deanna Hayes a week after Friends of Olde Downtowne alerted them to possible criminal activity. But Nate Morabito found out by then it was 9 months too late. He is live from Blue Plum headquarters.
According to court records, Deanna Hayes started forging checks here back in September, continued to do so through the beginning of this month, forging 38 checks in all during the course of those 9 months. According to police, she drained just under $50,000 from this organization's bank account during that time. Now, to give you some context, the nonprofit's most recent tax filing from 2014 shows in that year it cost $126,000 to host the Blue Plum Festival. Just weeks after the Blue Plum Festival received backlash for its new format, the organization took a huge financial hit.
She was pretty much making the checks out and paying herself.
Johnson City Police say independent contractor Deanna Hayes, who served as festival director, took tens of thousands of dollars from the nonprofit by forging dozens of checks. And investigators say she confessed to the crime. Did she say why she did it?
She didn't indicate why.
Police say 9 months after the forgeries began, the Friends of Olde Downtowne board started noticing issues with the organization's finances. Money they say was controlled by Hayes.
Anytime you have somebody that's in charge of a large sum of money, you need checks and balances.
In a statement, the nonprofit said despite losing $50,000, the organization remains solvent and will work to continue to bring cultural events into downtown Johnson City. A spokesperson also confirmed an ongoing civil investigation. Police hope the organization can eventually recoup its money.
I think that's the best case scenario for the Friends of Olde Downtowne.
Is that going to be likely?
That's completely in the hands of the prosecution.
While the future remains unclear, we've learned more about Hayes' past.
She was incredibly professional with everybody.
Brian Mills says she worked with his nonprofit for 2 years, hosting Appalachian clay camps for children in Jonesboro.
She was a fabulous worker, and quite frankly, the clay camp couldn't have been basically produced without all her efforts.
Mills says he considers Hayes a friend and never once questioned her character.
To say shock would be an understatement. I mean, I can honestly say it was like getting hit in the stomach.
Hayes bonded out of jail this afternoon. Prior to that, her attorney Stephanie Sherwood told me Hayes was, quote, anxious to get back home to her children, end quote. Sherwood also says at this point she's not aware of any formal action taken by the board here to terminate Hayes' employment. Live in Johnson City, Nate Morabito, News Channel 11 in your corner.
Nate, thanks. And Hayes is due back in court next Wednesday.